Hey, how you doing? How's my Sweden people? How y'all feeling out there? I saw this video here and I was curious because this one is how Sweden survives without small talk. Yeah, so let's get straight to it.
Small talk is those kind of in themselves unimportant topics. If you ask people what's the purpose of talking, then many Swedes will say, oh, to give information, but that's really not what small talk is about.
Chit chat can help people feel connected and build the foundation for deeper conversation. You see as a light.
Nu är ingen i trappuppgången. Om jag skyndar mig nu så slipper jag träffa grannen.
Y'all really do that? Y'all look at the peephole to make sure there's nobody around so you don't have to, you try to avoid small talk? That is crazy. I don't do that.
Hej!
Åh nej, nu småpratar den här också. Hej!
Nu måste jag säga någonting innan hon tycker jag är skum. Vädret? Jag vet inte hur vädret är idag. Fint väder.
Vädret? Jag vet inte hur vädret är idag.
Ja, jättefint.
Nu måste jag säga någonting innan han tycker att jag är helt självupptagen. Och se den här hissen här. Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen, kom igen.
Nu har jag inlett konversationen. Jättestelt. Ska jag säga något?
I don't understand this. So how do y'all meet people? How do you meet the guy? Like, this guy could be her future husband. You know, like, why? Like, what's wrong with having a little conversation with somebody? You don't have to have a long conversation. You know, I mean, that elevator ride can't be that long.
Mer innan hon tycker jag är den skumma väderkillen.
Hejdå.
If there's one message, it would be that small talk is really big. It's just the topics that are small. The biggest problem for Swedes to understand is that it has a meaning even if you're talking about the weather. But the meaning is not the weather. If you want to know about the weather, you ask a meteorologist. The meaning is, let's have a little connection.
That is kind of true, though. I don't think I will ask anyone that question. How's the weather? But you know what? It's so crazy. I should have said it because I did ask that question in my other video. I was like, hey, how you doing? How's the weather out there? That's only because I'm really is curious. I mean, I could have easily went and Google it and see how the weather is out in Sweden. I guess I was trying to make a small talk, but it's part of being curious. That's different because I don't live there, so I can't really ask someone how's the weather out there. Well, I guess.
Basically, Swedish people want to avoid small talk situations, and in order to do that, they avoid eye contact. And Swedes have developed different strategies to do that. For example, when they see you coming towards you in your direction on the streets, they just stare somewhere else, for example in a shopping window, or they just take out their phones and stare at that. And while they do that, they have actually mastered the competence, the skill of navigating through crowded places just by staring there and using their peripheral vision.
Är inte det Jonas från högstadiet? Kolla bort så kanske han inte ser mig.
Wow, Klara. Har inte sett henne sedan 9:an. Hej, hur är läget? Det var länge sedan sist.
He's kind of cute. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, he is. I got eyes, you know.
Hej.
Hur är läget?
Det är bra. Ska du också ta bussen?
Nej, jag tänkte bara gå förbi.
Hoppas bussen kommer nu så jag slipper snacka med honom.
Oh, it's going in 1 minute.
Jag säger att det är på väg till psykologen och inte jobbar på 2 år.
Jo, det är bra.
Äntligen kommer bussen. Nu slipper jag honom.
Nu kommer bussen, men vi ses.
Ja, det var kul att snacka. Vi kanske kan ses någon dag.
She is crazy. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, she's crazy. Look at that guy. I would have to miss my bus. I'm sorry. That bus is gonna have. He is too cute. He is too handsome. You have a beautiful smile, and you rather this go on the bus, girl. You better stay there. That could be your future husband. Do y'all really have that many good-looking guys out there? Because this, or something wrong with her. Okay, she avoided 2 good-looking guys, and something wrong with her. I don't care. Something is wrong with her. What?
Creepy. Träffas. Ni har inte snackat sen 9. Nu kommer hon tycka att du är jätteskum.
Swedish people like to mind their own business. They don't get on the street and talk to everyone. They just want to go out and go to the place where they want to go without any distraction, ideally.
I'm curious, though. I'm just curious. How is life like that? Because for me, I don't know. I feel like it could be a little depressing that you leave your house and let's say you just live by yourself. You're a single person, and all you do is just leave your house just to go to the store. You don't want to conversate with nobody. You just go straight to the store, get what you want, and go back home. For me, I feel like it's kind of boring, you know, to live like that. I'm not sure why, like, people in Sweden act like this. I mean, there's no wrong with mind your business. No wrong trying to avoid talking to people. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't life be a little, it just gotta be a little boring, though, you know? Like, a situation like this, they could, you know, she could have had a nice conversation with these guys. They could end up being her friend, you know, stuff like that. It's just weird to me, though, that you just focus more on just leaving your house, go straight to the store, get what you need, and then go back in the house, and that's it. You're just by yourself the whole time. Like, how do people interact with other people? How? Like, how do you go out? Don't you go out? Don't y'all go to parties? Do y'all go to, like, some type of gathering when you meet up with people? Like, how you gain friends, having friends and stuff like that? I'm just curious. Or maybe it's not everybody in Sweden are not like this. Or maybe depend on the area where you live and stuff like that. I'm just curious.
Sweden is a vast country. People have been living more spread out, and they're used to being alone, being like just within their small group, and maybe not having so much contact to other people who are living in other villages, etc. And this kind of culture that's from like many hundred years from before it still exists a little bit more and more present, even within among those Swedish people living in cities, for example. Swedish people might get a bit confused first when they go to another country, and then people are very chatty. I think it takes a few days when they're abroad, when they're on the vacation.
So it's basically a lot of people. Okay, so so now I can understand. He explained it. He explained it that a lot of Sweden people tend to. It's something they grew up like this. They can't help themselves. So like he said, a lot of them. A lot of people who live in Sweden, they don't have the skill to communicate with other people. They feel more comfortable not talking to a lot of people. So, I mean, it's understandable. It's understandable.
Patience to open up a little bit more. But also, when a Swede comes back to Sweden, they have to readjust to their own small talk culture again.
So there are 2 kinds of cultures. One, there's the peach culture and the coconut culture.
The coconut.
And America and many other cultures, they're more the peach. That you very quickly get down to a certain level of trust. And that's why you can meet people and sort of go out to a meal and feel like you know them very quickly. But then there's that kind of center of the peach. That's hard. Whereas Sweden is more a coconut culture. It's very hard to get in. And some people joke like, oh, it takes 10 years. And then you get to the heart of the coconut. But it's like, 10 years, you know.
It's a goal, I was saying. Stereotype doesn't apply to everyone. I did mention that I'm quite sure not every Sweden people are like that. So yeah, it can be a stereotype. I don't think every Sweden people are like that. Yeah, same thing with American people. You know, people always say American people are so loud, but it's not all American people. Okay, it's a stereotype. But yeah, I like this video. I was very curious because I heard this a lot. Like some of the videos that I had watched, where they talk about Swedish people, you know, they don't like small talk. But yeah, I was gonna say something else. Okay, it slipped out my mind. What's something else I wanted to say? Yeah, I forgot. So if you're from Sweden, comment below. Let me know how you feel about this video. What the stuff they're saying is true. Do you agree with them? Let me know. Or if there's anything you would like to add, comment below. Let your girl know. And if there's any other videos you'd like me to react to, comment below also. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So go down here and subscribe. Okay, go down here and subscribe. And also watch these videos that I did about Sweden. And I'll see you lovely people. Take care of yourself. Bye. And